First of our pre-match press conferences. Glentoran are the first team in the league to do it, so do you want to maybe begin by telling us the reason the club's decided to hold the pre-match press conferences?
Well, I think we get requests for media work and interviews in the run-up to games, and we end up doing multiple interviews, and so I think to save time and to get more quality information and to hear our words as opposed to read our words, I think it's beneficial. I mean, most teams around the world, they do a small press conference either 2 days before the game or 1 day. So I think it's just beneficial for our fans, our media in our country, that they can now look towards Glentoran's media to pick up some comments and quotes for their publications. Yeah, great.
And looking at our run of form then, at the minute, 10 games unbeaten in the league, 5 wins from 5, 4 points off the top of the league with a game in hand. Whatever way you look at it, the plan's working so far. Is that the feeling in the dressing room?
Yeah, confidence is obviously high. We're doing quite well, but you never know what's around the corner, and we've got to keep full concentration because we're still only third in the league, and we've obviously set our aspirations higher than that, and we've got to keep up that run because although we've had a good run of forms, every other team's doing the same too.
And away to Carrick on Saturday then, we played them 6 weeks ago, so was there anything we learned from that we can take into this Saturday, or what sort of a game are you expecting on Saturday?
I think it just proves what we've said all season and what other managers have said. I think every manager in the league, that if you don't show up to play against any opponent in this league, you don't win the game. The league is strong. It's probably the strongest league that the Irish League has seen in a long time. Most competitive. The bottom team can beat the top team. I mean, that's always been the case in the Irish League, but I think this year it's more so. So we know that after playing down there a few weeks ago, they created some chances. We took ours and we got out of there with 3 points. So we know we have to perform to the top of our game if we want to get the win.
And quite a tight pitch down at the Luxor Arena. Is that something that you think will play into our hands, or will make it a bit more difficult?
It's obviously more difficult the tighter the pitch is. We've just got to roll the sleeves up and get on with it. I think this season we've done well against the bottom 6 teams, and we've never taken any team for granted. So that's the same approach we'll be taking this Saturday. We've just got to go in, try and get the first goal hopefully, and then take it from there. But we obviously know the threats they have, the likes of the long throw from Stuart Nixon and plenty of pace. So we'll certainly not be taking them for granted.
And in the world that we're living in at the moment, I suppose it's an injury/COVID update at the minute. Is there any concerns going into the game Saturday?
No, apart from our long-term injury list. Look, McCulloch and Kieran O'Connor and Marcus Keane, everyone's available. We have no medical issues as of now. As we know with COVID, things change by the hour and change by the day. But as of right now, finishing up training on Thursday night, everybody's available.
Good. And I suppose the fans who want to see goals are being treated at the moment with the form that both Jay Donnelly and Conor McMenamin are in. How important is it to keep those 2 players fit and enjoying their football at the moment?
Yeah, the way the league is at the minute, I mean, it's important to keep everyone fit because we're going to a tough run of games over the Christmas period and January especially. But yes, those 2 have been in good form, and it's a credit to the whole team actually. They work really hard to create those chances. We create multiple chances every game, and as I've always said to the team, if we don't concede, we've got a brilliant chance to win any game. And with the form Jay's in, Conor, Robbie hasn't scored as many as he usually does, but his work rate he chips in. Rory Donnelly hasn't scored as many but his work rate he chips in. Shane McCartan back on the pitch, frustrated that he hasn't got one yet, but his work rate will chip in. So it'll swing from side to side. Somebody else will step up to the plate here in the next coming weeks and they'll score a few as well. So delighted for those 2 boys at the minute, but more so delighted for the work rate of the whole team to create those chances.
And you've touched a wee bit on depth there at the minute. I don't know if you know how many players you've used so far this season, but it's 26. There's quality throughout the ranks. Is it the case now that it's actually a struggle to include all the players that you'd like to give game time to in the matchday squad? Thinking of the likes of Jordan Jenkins, scored 4 for the reserves midweek against Portadown.
Yeah, it's difficult for some players to get in when everyone's healthy and available. But as you saw our last game, the bench was the only 6 players we had available. So it's important to have a healthy squad, a big squad, a talented squad. And as I said to the players, it's nice to be able to look at our team. And as I said to them, we're depleted, but we're not weakened. And I think that's a credit to the way the other players who haven't played so much take care of themselves. Train hard when they're not playing, do extra training when they're not playing, train after games when they were subs, because that's important. And they do that. And when they're asked to play, Shannon Clucas is a perfect example. Didn't play in a long time, stepped up. Played probably the last 4 or 5 games in a row and has been exceptional. Joe Crow stepped in to see him, was knocking on the door to play, eventually got his chance, played really well. So it's important that you've got that in the squad, and we do it.
And finally then, as I mentioned earlier, third place in the league, 4 points off first with a game in hand. Is there any chat in the dressing room about just how close you are to the top of the league? Because I know there's certainly chat amongst the fans about it.
No, not really. We play that often, and we're nearly playing every Saturday, Tuesday. It's just concentration just shifts on to the next game, and I think those sort of things will take care of themselves towards the end of the season. Of course, sometimes you like to check the table and sort of see where you are, but certainly we're just looking at taking it one game at a time, and you know that if you can win your own games, you'll achieve what you're looking to do. So certainly it's going to be a really busy Christmas period, and we're just concentrating on trying to win as many games as we can.